Hey guys, Spiritual Muse here, aka Crystals of Quartz, but most people just call me Sid. So I'm here to talk to you today about a full moon in Aquarius, which we have on Thursday, August 15th at 8:29 a.m. here on the Eastern Coast. Whew, so this is a fun one. We have a lot of stuff going on in the sky. We have an Aquarius full moon, which first of all has to do with ushering in change and progress. It's also a time to detach and let go. You want to think about finding a balance between trying to be all the things to all the people and then having real relationships, right? So a lot of this comes into play with relationships. Now, that's just what Aquarius means on its own, but we have some other interesting stuff going on too in this chart, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But first, just because it's an Aquarius new moon, we want to ask ourselves a couple of questions. You want to ask yourself, have I lost the romance in my life? Have I kind of just let it go to the humdrum daily kind of activities that I have to do? Or am I really appreciating the beauty in life and enjoying it, right? Romancing myself on a daily basis. And if you're not, then go give yourself some romance. Do that for yourself. Try to open up your eyes to the beauty and not just the boring, mundane aspects of our everyday life, right? You want to ask yourself, have I been listening to my heart, right? Have I been listening to my heart, or have I been listening more to my brain? Has my brain kind of been running wild? You know, sometimes that tends to happen. Cecilia wants to follow her heart and sit in front of the camera. And have I allowed myself to move forward, right? Have I allowed myself to move forward, or am I keeping myself stuck in the past, right? Sometimes that happens. We want to try and avoid that, right? We want to allow ourselves to move forward. So just ask yourself these questions, ask yourself honestly, and see how you're doing. Now, the reason I wanted to bring up the idea about this moon relating to relationships is because we also have Venus in the chart and we have Mars, right? So we have our divine feminine, our divine masculine. The full moon is opposite both Venus and Mars. So because it's opposite Venus, it's about a need for love and affection. You want to really try not to lower your standards because at this time you might be feeling a little bit lonely. You might be tempted to lower your standards. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you do, it's not going to work out well for you. If you lower your standards, you're just going to end up doing something you regret, and you might not actually get real love back in return for it because you're probably not going to be in love, and they might treat you like crap too. So be really careful if you're single not to lower your standards. Just wait for the right one. You know, just try to focus on self-love and, you know, take a great bubble bath or something else rather than go out and try to seek someone at a bar that really won't appreciate you for who you are and the beauty that is you. Now, if you're in a relationship, issues might arise with your partner. It could really, really blow up if it's an unhealthy relationship. If it is a healthy relationship, it could be a really good opportunity to work through any of these issues, right? So really kind of thinking about how you can work through anything if you need to. And don't hide from those things, right? Because the full moon will illuminate them. It'll be really hard to hide from them. So it's good to just have these discussions. Then we have the sun conjunct Venus. Obviously, the sun is conjunct Venus if the moon is opposite Venus. So that kind of normally would bring about a lot of positivity, right? So it's love life, creativity, finances. It's a good omen for love and friendship. We might want to be more social. We might be more peaceful or harmonious. But then because we have the full moon opposite, it adds kind of a little bit of danger to the situation. So just kind of be careful if you're going out and being social, that you're paying attention to the types of people you're surrounding yourself with. And, you know, try to follow the love, right? Let Venus guide you in a positive direction, okay? Or maybe just stay home if you feel like it's not going to work out that way. And then we also have the moon opposite Mars. I have a very happy kitty behind me. We have the moon opposite Mars, which can bring about moodiness and a short temper, right? So it might be, you know, some people might be acting a little crazy, right? It is a full moon after all. We can only expect that. So you're going to want to channel this if you're feeling these kinds of things. You're going to want to channel this towards competition and hard work. So getting things done around the house, getting things done in your life that maybe you've been kind of neglecting. Mars is, you know, the go-getter of the zodiac, right? or of the planets, excuse me. So it's a really good energy to work with to make things happen. And you also want to think about compromising, which Mars doesn't love to do, but it's something you're going to have to think about. And that's also going to come into play because we have the Sun quincunxed Pluto. So we have Pluto, and this could bring about a turning point in your life due to a buildup of pressure and feeling like your power has been taken away. So this could be in relationships, this could be at work, this could be the way you feel in general about life, right? But what you're going to want to do to counteract this is compromise, right? So again, think about compromising with other people. You know, compromise is going to be key in this scenario, right? So whatever happens, you're going to want to focus on the compromising. And then we also have Venus quincunxed Pluto, which is going to bring about complications in our love and friendships. You're going to want to be careful with the people you build relationships with at this time and be sure that they are healthy for both of you, right? So the relationships you're building now, make sure that it's healthy for you and it's healthy for the other person as well. Because it's never a good idea to get stuck in an unhealthy relationship. So just, sort of being careful who we're interacting with and how we're interacting with them. So this is a full moon that is very much about our relationships and how we're interacting with other people. So really, again, bringing it back to the point in the beginning, finding that balance between trying to be all the things to all the people versus having real relationships. So maybe if you find that there are some people in your life that aren't really jiving with you, you feel like maybe even you're toxic to them, just kind of like move back and see, like, maybe even make a list of all the people that you feel like you have a really good relationship with and try to focus on that for a while. Or maybe if you feel like you have these toxicities going, but these people really matter to you, then talk to them about it, work through it, right? Mercury's out of retrograde, so we can have more healthy conversations, right? It's a time when we can really talk about things. We can speak from our heart with love with the influence of Venus, right? Just make sure that that Mars part is not going to bring it all up moody and crazy. So maybe you want to do some journaling about what you want to say and wait until the effects of the moon kind of lessen. I know personally for me, we're still a couple days away from the full moon, but I am feeling the effects like crazy, right? I think this is a super powerful full moon. I think it could be a big transformation for a lot of us. And sometimes those transformations are a little bit difficult, right? So if you're going through something difficult, you're not alone. There's always other people in the same boat right there with you. So have a wonderful full moon. Thank you for listening. If you are interested in a short reading, you can just send me your rising sign and I will let you know exactly what this moon means for you. I found that it was super interesting how this moon related to me and what house it was in for me. And it really just kind of all tied everything together in a neat tiny bow and just, really, really powerful. So if you're interested in learning what this full moon means for you, what house it's in, and what areas of your life you should be focusing on letting go of, then just message me and we can get that reading going for you. And I hope you have a beautiful full moon. Again, thank you for always watching these videos. Let me know if you have any requests for any other videos, and take it easy.